Reno Omokri draws attention whenever he speaks. His commentary is direct, insistent, and often makes headlines. Once a fierce critic of President Tinubu, Omokri has shifted dramatically in tone and focus through 2025, offering a rare blend of criticism, reflection, and now public endorsement. Earlier in the year, Reno formally endorsed Tinubu for a second term, citing a sharp reduction in national debt and visible gains in security and infrastructure. He described Tinubu's administration as one delivering on bold promises, and he encouraged Nigerians to rally behind the renewed hope agenda. At the same time, he called on the opposition to unify around principles rather than personalities, urging a coalition that could offer meaningful alternatives ahead of 2027. This shift didn't happen overnight. Reno explained that his earlier skepticism was rooted in concerns about Tinubu's academic records and reputation. But after conducting personal verification and meeting trusted individuals connected to the administration, he reversed his stance in his own words. Results cancel insults. What changed the most was not policy, but clarity and conviction. Omokri hasn't muted his voice, though. He remains vocal when he believes public narratives are distorted or when media personalities misinterpret presidential remarks. Reno draws a sharp line between regulations and laws, emphasizing how confusion over terminology can lead to false political agitation. Even impeachment talk, he insists that accurate reporting and responsible commentary matter in preserving Nigeria's fragile democratic discourse. Despite criticism from some within his own former party, Omokri continues to stand firm. Ideology is less important than action. He argues that Tinubu is implementing key policies long championed by the opposition, like devolution of power, currency reforms, fuel subsidy removal, and student financing. For him, the goal is never partisan, it's about Nigeria's progress. Yet Reno doesn't operate in a vacuum. He faces criticism from former allies and political rivals alike. Some label him a mercenary, accusing him of opportunism or feigning ideological flexibility. Others point to past comments they consider divisive or inflammatory. Through it all, he responds by insisting that truth, rather than consistency with any one party, should guide public conversation. In every interview and media appearance, Reno Omokri presents himself not as a politician, but a commentator anchored in experience. His tone may have softened toward party politics, but his critique remains sharp, especially on issues like loyalty, integrity, and national identity. Whether he's calling out media bias, clarifying presidential statements, or defending his reversal of position, Omokri's message is simple: support must follow substance. His changing stance isn't about shifting loyalties, but about aligning with leadership that delivers, however controversial. His commentary forces Nigerians to confront bigger questions: what matters most in politics, party or policy, consistency or competence, and can public loyalty be earned through tangible results rather than rhetoric? In 2025, Reno Omokri continues to influence Nigeria's political conversation not because he clings to any law, but because he speaks with conviction, clarity, and willingness to change direction when the facts demand it.